The air is getting heavier, a thick and velvet shroud. The silence in this penthouse is becoming far too loud. I'm caught inside the tension of a provocant delay, watching how the city lights begin to melt away. It's a deep and dark obsession, a magnetic kind of force, a river of temptation that is running from the source. I feel the sub-bass pulsing like a titan in my veins, breaking all the logic and the intellectual chains. Your movement is a liquid, it's a shadow on the wall, waiting for the gravity to catch us when we fall. We're navigating rhythms that are slower than a sigh, underneath the velvet of a black and hollow sky. Every touch is calculated, every look is a design, a sophisticated hunger that is crossing every line. I can hear the speakers breathing, a heavy steady beat, making the surrender and the victory complete. In the velvet suspension, where the time has lost its grip, I'm watching how the secrets from your silver fingers slip. It's a heavy attraction, a seduction in the deep. Promises of luxury are the only ones we keep. Sinking in the frequency, drowning in the sound. The most expensive passion is the only thing we found. The ice is slowly melting in the crystal on the tray. We've abandoned all the reasons for the coming of the day. Your voice is like a ghost note, a frequency so rare. I can feel the dark obsession in the humid, heavy air. It's a provocative encounter, it's a collision of the soul, giving up the pieces just to let you take the whole. The bass is like a heartbeat that is shaking every room, a flower made of velvet that is starting now to bloom. We are architects of longing, we are masters of the slow, taking all the secrets to the places we must go. The attraction is a vortex, a spiral to the floor. Every time I close my eyes, I'm begging you for more. Let the atmosphere be liquid, let the gravity be real. The only thing that matters is the way you make me feel. No more hiding from the shadow, no more running from the spark. We are the only pulse that's left inside this heavy dark. In the velvet suspension, where the time has lost its grip, I'm watching how the secrets from your silver fingers slip. It's a heavy attraction, a seduction in the deep. Promises of luxury are the only ones we keep. Sinking in the frequency, drowning in the sound. The most expensive passion is the only thing we found. Velvet suspension, so deep, feel the obsession, temptation in the low end. Sinking, stay here, always, always. The smoke is hanging frozen in the middle of the air. I'm captured by the velvet and the darkness that you wear. It's a provocant attraction, a slow and steady pull, filling up the silence till the hollow room is full. I see the way you watch me with the hunger in your eyes, a sophisticated carry secret that no luxury can disguise. The subbase is a titan, it's a heartbeat in the floor, opening the pathways that were never seen before. We're navigating shadows in a palace made of tone, where the power of desire is the only thing we own. Every breath you whisper is a needle to the vein, a beautiful addiction, a sophisticated pain. I could feel the heavy pressure of the atmosphere we made, watching how the colors of the world begin to fade, sinking in the orbit of your dark and deep design, waiting for the moment that your spirit meets with mine. It's a velvet gravity, a pull I can't resist, the deepest kind of magic that has ever yet existed. Seduction in the low and attraction in the deep, promises of velvet are the only ones we keep, sinking through the frequency, falling through the sound. The only way to fly is when we're buried in the ground. The whiskey's glowing amber in the shadow of the night. We've left the world of logic for a world beyond the light. Your desire is a liquid, it's a river in my soul, breaking every boundary just to take the full control. It's a provocant encounter, it's a dance upon the edge, trading every safety for the secrets that we pledge. I can hear the speakers breathing, a heavy steady lung, singing all the verses that the daylight never sung. We are architects of silence, we are masters of the slow, taking all the passion to the places we must go. The attraction is a vortex, it's a spiral to the core. Every time I reach the limit, I am begging you for more. Let the foundations tremble, let the pillars start to shake. This is the obsession that no man could ever break. One more taste of velvet, one more moment in the haze, lost forevermore inside your sophisticated maze. It's a velvet gravity, a pull I can't resist, the deepest kind of magic that has ever yet existed. Seduction in the low and attraction in the deep, promises of velvet are the only ones we keep, sinking through the frequency, falling through the sound. The only way to fly is when we're buried in the velvet smoke is rising, curling slowly round the room, a dance of deep attraction in the middle of the gloom. I feel the heavy vibration crawling up through both my feet. The engine of the universe is in this rhythmic beat. Your presence is a gravity, a force I can't defy. The temptation is a storm cloud in a dark and hollow sky. I'm watching how the shadows play upon your silk attire. Every look you give me is a drop of liquid fire. We're moving through the frequency, a slow and steady glide, with the universe of hunger that we no longer can hide. The bass is like a heartbeat that is echoed in the walls, answering the silence every time the darkness calls. It's a provocant encounter, it's a collision of the soul, giving up our freedom just to lose all our control. Every second is a lifetime, every moment is a grace. I'm lost inside the orbit of your velvet covered face. It's a liquid attraction, a flow I can't resist, the deepest kind of magic that has ever yet existed. Sinking in the velvet, drowning in the bass, searching for the whispers in this dark and lonely space. Let the low end take us under, let the rhythm be the key to the only kind of prison that can truly set us free. see reflecting only ghosts of the people we once were before we became these hosts to a deep and dark temptation that is written in the skin, waiting for the velvet door to let the shadows in. Your attraction is a poison, but it's one I wanna drink. Standing on the edge of it and trying not to blink. I can feel the soul pulsing like a titan in the floor, leaving all the world behind and begging you for more. It's a sophisticated rhythm, it's hypnotic design, tracing out the boundaries of the velvet cover line. You're the architect of longing, are you the master of the deep, keeping all the secrets that the daylight couldn't keep. No more talk of endings, no more talk of what is right. We are just two echoes in the center of the night. Let the frequency embrace us, let the atmosphere be thick, until the fire catches on the velvet covered wick. It's a liquid attraction, liquid attraction. The flow I can't resist, flow I can't resist. The deepest kind of magic that has ever yet existed, ever yet existed. Sinking in the velvet, drowning in the blaze, searching for the whispers in this dark and lonely space. Let the low end take us under, the rhythm be the key to the only kind of prison that can truly set us free. Liquid attraction, velvet temptation, sinking down. The base is everything. No more light, just the flow. Deep. Casting shadows on the floor. I see the way you watch me, always wanting something more. The velvet drapes are heavy, keeping all the world outside. There is no place for secrets, there is nowhere left to hide. I'm tracing every movement in the slow and darkened room. The scent of your temptation is a dangerous perfume. We're moving like the tide under a moon that's turning black. We've crossed the silver line and there is no more turning back. Heavy is the air we breathe, a thick and silent weight, surrendering our souls to the whispers of our fate. The bases in the foundation, shaking every wall, waiting for the gravity to catch us when we fall. Sweet temptation, pulling me so deep. A dark attraction that I need to keep. No more excuses, no more words to say. Just let the gravity lead us astray. Sinking in the velvet, drowning in the sound. The deepest kind of passion is the only thing I found. The whiskey in the glass is glowing like a dying spark. We're navigating rhythms in the middle of the dark. I hear your breath against my neck, a ghost of a command. The power of the attraction is more than I can stand. Your words are liquid silk, they're flowing through my veins, breaking all the logic, snapping all the iron chains. We built a sanctuary out of glass and hollow dreams, but nothing in this palace is as quiet as it seems. I'll give you every heartbeat, I'll give you every ghost. I'm the one who's haunted, but you're the perfect host. Let the low end take control, let the rhythm be the guide. There's a universe of harm buried deep inside. Sweet temptation, the only thing I found. The silence is the loudest sound, sinking further down. Temptation in the dark, slow and burning spark. Velvet, deepest state. I'm right here from the corners where the light refuses to go. A slow motion obsession that only we will ever know. You move with a precision that's provocant and cold. A story written in the garb that never will be told. I see the way you linger by the mirror in the hall. The echo of your footsteps is a hammer to the wall. It's more than just a feeling, it's a fever in the room. A kingdom built for two where I'm standing all alone. The velvet on your shoulders affects the city lights. The start of an obsession that will last the bells of nights. I'm drowning in the stillness, I'm shivering the heat, counting every second to the heavy rhythmic beat. There's a tension in the silence that is screaming out your name. We're playing with a spark until we're swallowed by the flame. It's a deep obsession, a weight upon my chest, a provocative hunger that will never let me rest. Sinking through the fog, we're falling through the fog. Every time I have you, I'm screaming out for more. No light, no mercy, just a rhythm and a soul. Light in the obsession, take his ultimate control. Your shadow is a ghost that spawns in every single room. The air is getting thinner in the sanctuary of gloom. You look at me with eyes that know exactly what they've done. The provocant designer of a war that's already won. I feel the soul days rising every storm beneath the sea. Lacking all the doors and I'm throwing away the key. Every word you whisper is a needle in the vein. A beautiful addiction, a sophisticated pain. We're dancing on the edge of what is real and what is not, giving everything we got for the little that we got. The velvet shop is closed and the atmosphere is cold. The most dangerous obsession is the one we cannot hold. Deep within the frequency, I find where you reside, but nowhere left to run. I'm in nowhere left to hide. It's a deep ascension, a weight upon my chest, provocative hunger that will never let me rest. Sinking through the floorboards, falling to the floor. Every time I have you, screaming out for more. No light, no mercy, just the rhythm and the soul. Letting me ascend, take its ultimate control. So provocant, deep in the low end. Don't let me go. Stillness, fever, fading to the candles are reflecting things the daylight never sees. A symphony of shadows and a velvet mystery. I'm caught inside the orbit of your slow and dark design, a provocant obsession that is crossing every line. The air is thick with seduction, a heavy and silent cloud. In this empty palace, the vibration is so loud. I can feel the low wind breathing like a ghost against the wall, waiting for the moment that the gravity will fall. You move with the precision of a predator in silk. Skin as cold as winter and as white as morning milk. It's a magnet attraction, a pull I can't deny. A dark and silver hunger in a hollow velvet sky. We're navigating rhythms that are deeper than the sea, locking up the secrets and then swallowing the key. Every breath you take is like a rhythm in my soul, giving up my spirit just to lose all my control. It's a velvet addiction, a seduction in the dark, a slow and burning fire from a single living spark. Deep within the subbase where the obsession starts to grow, taking us to levels that the world will never know. Sinking in the atmosphere, drowning in the tone, building up a kingdom that we rule upon our own. The candles are all dying, but the room is glowing bright with the fever of attraction in the middle of the night. Your voice is like a frequency that's pulsing in my head, the most seductive story that has ever yet been said. I'm tracing every pattern on your velvet covered skin, a provocant reminder of the way the sins begin. The bass is like a heartbeat that is shaking every bone, a heavy raving power that I've never clearly known. We are architects of longing, we are masters of the deep, keeping all the promises that we can never keep. The attraction is a vortex, it's a spiral to the floor. Every time I have you, I'm screaming out for more. Let the foundations tremble, let the pillars start to shake. This is the obsession that no man could ever break. One more taste of velvet, one more moment in the haze, lost forever, one inside your sophisticating maze. It's a velvet addiction, a seduction in the dark, a slow and burning fire from a single living spark. Deep within the subbase where the obsession starts to grow, taking us to levels that the world will never know. Sinking in the atmosphere, drowning in the tone, building up a kingdom that we rule upon our own. Velvet addiction, so seductive, deep, so deep. Feel the obsession, the bass is the only way out. Sinking, stay. The skyline is a memory, the city is a blur. I'm focused on the rhythm and the way you softly purr. It's a velvet kind of prison, a cage made out of sound, where the only way to heaven is to stay here. your spirit, the more I'm begging for some more. Your seduction is a science, a calculated art, breaking every lock I ever placed upon my heart. The sub-bass is a giant, it's walking through the floor, shaking every window, rattling every heavy door. We're swaying in the darkness, two shadows in the deep, trading all our secrets for the promises we keep. I can see the fire burning in the center of your eyes, a provocant reflection of the velvet midnight skies. We are lost inside the frequency, we're drowning in the tone, building up a legacy on a dark and lonely throne. In the velvet eclipse where the sun will never rise, I can see the deep obsession in the way you close your eyes. Seduction in the whispers, seduction in the bass. The only thing that matters is the look upon your face, sinking through the layers of the atmosphere we made, watching how the colors of the world begin to fade. The air is thick with longing, a heavy velvet cloud. The silence in this mansion is getting far too loud. I'm tracing every outline, I'm memorizing skin, waiting for the moment that the obsession takes us in. It's a provocant attraction, a magnetic kind of pull, filling up the emptiness until the soul is full. Your voice is like a ghost, know the frequency of gold, telling me the stories that the world has never told. We're navigating rhythms that are slower than a breath, a beautiful seduction that's defying even death. Let the low end be the anchor, let the gravity be real. The only thing that's certain is the way you make me feel. Every heartbeat is a drum, every breath is a command, in this velvet territory that we finally planned. No more running from the shadow, no more hiding from the spark. We are the only light that's left inside this heavy dark. In the velvet eclipse where the sun will never rise, I can see the deep obsession in the way you close your eyes. Seduction in the whispers, seduction in the bass. The only thing that matters is the look upon your face, sinking through the layers of the atmosphere we made, watching how the colors of the world begin to fade. Seduction in the deep, feel the bass tremble. It's an eclipse, no more light, just a sound. One light, just a sound. Forever. And now the floor is cold, but the air is burning hot. You're the only piece of heaven with the darkness of a cry. It's a velvet kind of temptation, a slow and steady climb, a sophisticated rhythm that is stealing all our time. I see the way you linger in the shadow of the door, a provocant attraction that I've never felt before. The sub-bass is a giant, it's a heartbeat in the dark, igniting every fiber with a single silent spark. We're navigating currents in a sea of black as silk. Desire is a poison that is smooth as morning milk. I can feel the heavy pressure of the frequency we made, Watching how the colors of the city start to fade. It's a calculated motion, it's pure intent. Every drop of luxury is a fortune that we spend, sinking through the layers of the velvet and the tone. In a world of deep obsession where we're sitting on a throne. In the velvet equation, where the temptation is the key to the only destination that was ever meant for me. Deeper than the low end, where the desire starts to grow, taking us to places that the world will never know. Sinking in the atmosphere, drowning in the sound. The most expensive passion is the only thing we found. The curtains are our dawn, keeping out the morning light. We are prisoners of rhythm, we are masters of the night. Your touch is like a whisper, but it's screaming in my veins, breaking all the logic, snapping all the iron chains. The attraction is a vortex, a magnetic heavy pull, empty in the spirit just to keep the senses full. I can hear the vibration, it's a thumping in my chest. It's a seductive kind of fever that will never let me rest. We are architects of silence, we are builders of the snow, secrets to the place that we must go. The velvet on your shoulders is a map of my defeat, but provocant minded is surrender is complete. Lift the base, be the foundation, let the rhythm be the law. The most beautiful temptation that the world ever saw. I'm a rebel going, I'm a moment in the deep before we fall into the secrets that we're authorized to keep. The other equation, temptation, it's so deep desire, sinking, stay in the dark. The base is all we have. The skyline is a ghost fading out behind the glass. I'm watching how the clouds and the velvet shadows pass. It's a provocant magnetic pull, a tension in the bone. A kingdom made of subbase where we're never truly alone. Your attraction is a slow burn of fire in the deep, secrets in the rhythm that we promised we would keep. I can feel the heavy vibration as it travels through the air. Sophisticated hunger that is more than I can bear. The velvet on the walls is drinking up the city light, preparing for the symphony of this everlasting night. We're navigating frequencies that tremble in the dark, searching for the friction of a single living spark. It's a deliberate seduction, a calculated grace. I see the dark obsession on your provocant face, sinking through the layers of the atmosphere we breathe, waiting for the gravity to tell us when to leave. On the velvet horizon, where the temptation is the low, the deepest kind of passion that the world has ever saw. Sinking in the low and drowning in the sound. The only way to fly is when we're buried underground. No more words are needed, no more light is required. We are exactly where the deep attraction has inspired. Whiskey in the crystal is a glow of liquid gold, a story of temptation that is better left untold. Your touch is like a frequency, a whisper in the skin, the provocant beginning of the way the sins begin. I feel the sub-bass rising like a titan from the floor. Every time I reach the limit, I am begging you for more. It's a velvet sanctuary, it's a palace made of tone, where the power of desire is the only thing we own. We are architects of silence, we are masters of the slow, taking all the secrets to the places we will go. The attraction is a vortex, a spiral to the core, tracing out the rhythm that we've heard so many times before. Let the atmosphere be heavy, let the bass be the guide. There is a universe of hunger buried deep inside. The velvet trap is closing and the rhythm is the key to the only kind of darkness that can truly set us free. On the velvet horizon, where the temptation is the law, the deepest kind of passion that the world has ever saw. Sinking in the low and drowning in the sound. The only way to fly is when we're buried underground. No more words are needed, no more legs required. We are exactly where the deep attraction has aspired. Breathing with us, a slow and rhythmic pulse. There is no other feeling, there is nothing to console. An attraction so magnetic is pulling at the bone, a frequency of luxury that we have always known. You're wrapped in black as velvet, a shadow in the silk, a dark and bitter honey, smooth as morning milk. I watch the way the light dies upon your golden skin, waiting for the signal for the seduction to begin. We're hovering in the low end, where the world is just a home, waiting for the climax that we both know has to come. It's a sophisticated hunger, a refined and silent greed, giving you the only thing I know you'll ever need. The walls are made of echoes, the floor is made of glass, counting every heartbeat as the lonely hours pass. I'm anchored to your movement, I'm tethered to your soul. The gravity of attraction has taken full control. In the velvet darkness, where the seduction is the law, the deepest kind of beauty that the world has ever saw. It's a heavy attraction, a weight that we must bear, sinking through the rhythm and the thick and humid air. No mercy in the whispers, no logic in the sound. The only way to fly is when we're buried underground. In the velvet darkness, where the seduction is the law. Deepest kind of beauty that the world has ever saw. It's a heavy attraction, a weight that we must bear, sinking through the rhythm and the thick and humid air. No mercy in the whispers, no logic in the sound. The only way to fly is when we're buried in the ground. The base is like a canyon, deep and wide and dark. Navigating shadows, looking for a single spark. Your seduction is a weapon, a sharpened velvet blade, cutting through the promises that we have never made. I feel the static rising every time you draw me near, a space, the breath, silence. The incense smoke is heavy, tracing pattern in the air. I see the moonlight resting on the velvet that you wear. This is stone dark seduction, a deliberate design, crashing every border, erasing every line. My desire is a shadow that is following your feet. Pulse against the rhythm, heart against the beat. I can feel the bass expanding, the cold and hollow sound, shaking every secret that we bury in the ground. You're the provocant designer of this quiet silver room, a flower made of velvet that is starting out to bloom. We're navigating frequencies and no one else can hear, drowning out the logic, drowning out the fear. It's a magnetic attraction, a pull I can't explain, a beautiful obsession, running thick inside the vein. It's so basic, the whisper that is screaming in the dark. Waiting for the moment that we find the final spark. In the velvet sanctuary, what is ours again? We're giving up our everything for what the shadows bring. Seduction in the low, attraction in the deep, promises and luxury, we're the only ones we keep. Second beautiful, but we're starting beautiful. Silk is cold against the skin, a contrast to the feet. The sound of your seduction makes the symphony complete. I'm lost inside the velvet, I'm haunted by the grace of the way the darkness lingers on your provocant face. Desire is a mountain that we're climbing in the night, far beyond the reach of any artificial light. I can hear the speakers breathe in my heavy, steady lung, singing all the verses that I've never yet sung. Architects of tension, we're masters of the soul, taking all the passion to the places we must go. The attraction is a vortex, a spiral to the core. Every time I reach the end, I'm begging you for more. Let the atmosphere be velvet, let the taste be the Lord. I'm most sophisticated, hunger the bored of the sun. No more words are needed, no more light is required. We are exactly where the deep desire has started. Sanctuary, our desire is to give. We're giving more by everything for what but silence brings. Seduction in the low end, attraction in the gift, promises of luxury are the only ones we keep. Falling through the the city lights are bleeding through the rainfall on the pain. But inside this velvet fortress, only shadows will remain. It's a provocant attraction, a magnetic heavy weight, decided by the rhythm and the whispers of our fate. I see the way you move, a slow seduction in the dark, leaving every heartbeat with a deep and permanent mark. The sub-bass is a titan, it's a tremor in the soul, a dark and hollow frequency that's taking full control. We're navigating silence like a ship upon the sea, locking up the world and then we're throwing away the key. Your touch is like a ghost note, it's a whisper in the bone, the most sophisticated hunger that I've ever clearly known. The velvet is a curtain, it's a sanctuary of silk, skin as soft as starlight and as white as morning milk. I'm sinking in the orbit of your provocant design, waiting for the moment that your spirit meets with mine. In the velvet sovereignty, where seduction is the queen, the deepest kind of passion that the world has never seen. It's a heavy attraction, a pull we can't resist, the only kind of heaven that has ever yet existed. Sinking in the low and drowning in the tone, building up a kingdom on a dark and velvet throne. The whiskey's in the glass and the fire's in the eye, a slow and burning temptation in a black and hollow sky. Your voice is like a liquid, it's a river in the room, a provocant flower that is starting now to bloom. I can feel the vibration, it's a thumping in the floor. Every time I reach the end, I'm begging you for more. It's a velvet kind of prison, it's a sanctuary of sound, where the only way to rise is when we're buried underground. We are architects of longing, we are masters of the slow, taking all the secrets to the places we must go. The attraction is a vortex, it's a spiral to the core, tracing out the rhythm that we've heard so many times before. Let the foundations tremble, let the atmosphere be thick until the flame of desire catches on the velvet wick. No more running from the darkness, no more hiding from the spark. We are the only heartbeat left inside this heavy dark. In the velvet sovereignty, where seduction is the queen, the deepest kind of passion that the world has never seen. It's a heavy action, a pull we can't resist, the only kind of heaven that has ever yet existed. Sinking in the low and drowning in the tone, building up a kingdom on a dark and velvet throne. Velvet sovereignty, so provocant, the seduction of the bass, deep, deep. Don't let the light in, just the sound. The clock has stopped its ticking, the time has lost its grip. I'm watching how the velvet starts to slowly, softly slip. It's a provocant display of everything I've ever sought, a battle in the darkness that can never quite be fought. Your desire is a liquid, it's a river in the room, drowning every doubt inside the sanctuary of gloom. I feel the heavy pressure of the bass against my chest, a deep and restless hunger that will never let me rest. You're moving like a phantom, shifting through the haze, lost inside the spiral, all sophisticated maze. Every word you whisper has a weight I can't describe, the rhythm is the only thing to which we both subscribe. I see the silver moonlight on the edges of your hair, as a provocant electricity hanging in the air. We've left the world of reason for a world of pure intent. Every drop of passion is a fortune that we spend. It's a velvet kind of hunger, a provocant desire, sinking in the water while we're playing with the fire. Deep within the frequency, yeah, the shadows come to play. We'll let the heavy attraction lead our souls so far astray. No limits to the darkness, no ending to the sound, just the deepest kind of desire that we have finally found. The foundations are trembling, the subbase is a storm, keeping us so steady and keeping us so warm. Your touch is like a velvet glove around a heart of steel, the only thing in this cold world that feels completely real. It's provocant and daring, the way you call my name without a single sound. You put my sanity to shame. We're navigating echoes in a hall of black as silk, the skin against the fabric smooth and white as milk. I can hear the low and breathing, a monster in the dark, waiting for the friction to ignite a single spark. Your desire is the compass, your desire is the map, leading me so deeper into this beautiful trap. There's no use in resisting, there's no use in the fight, when the velvet is the only thing that's keeping out the light. Let the rhythm take the lead, let the whispers be the guide. There is a universe of secrets buried deep inside. It's a velvet kind of hunger, a provocant desire, sinking in the water while we're playing with the fire. Deep within the frequency where the shadows come to play. Let the heavy attraction lead our souls so far astray. No limits to the darkness, no ending to the sound, just the deepest kind of desire that we have finally found. The velvet touch, deep desire, falling stillness, the bass remains always. The champagne is getting colder in the shadow of the glass. I'm watching how the minutes and the lonely hours pass. It's a provocant silence, a tension in the air. I can feel the velvet weight of every look you dare. Your seduction is a ghost, it's a spirit in the room, weaving dark intentions on a sophisticated loom. I see the way you move like a river made of ink, standing on the precipice and trying not to blink. The space is a tremor, warning from below, taking us to levels where the light will never go. It's a magnetic attraction, a slow and steady pull, until the empty spaces in our hollow souls are full. Every breath is tactical, every touch is a sign that the world outside this palace is no longer yours or mine. We're sinking in the frequency, we're drowning in the tone, building up a kingdom that we rule upon our own. It's a velvet whisper, a provocant command, a seductive territory that we finally plan. Deep within the low and where the gravity is real, the only thing that matters is the way you make me feel. Sinking through the shadows, falling through the deep, in the velvet whisper of the secrets that we keep. Of the secrets that we keep. The curtains are all heavy, blocking out the city lights, preparing for the hunger of 1,000 velvet nights. Your seduction is a rhythm, it's a tempo in the blood, a slow motion disaster, a dark and rising flood. I can hear the vibration, it's a thumping in the wall, waiting for the gravity to catch us when we fall. It's a provocant addiction, it's a velvet covered trap, mapping out the secrets on a dark and silver map. Every word you mutter is a needle to the skin, a beautiful beginning to Every time I close my eyes, I'm screaming out for more. It's a velvet whisper, provocant command, a seductive territory that we finally planned. Deep within the low and where the gravity is real, the only thing that matters is the way you make me feel. Sinking through the shadows, falling through the deep, in the velvet whisper of the secrets that we keep. Secrets that we keep. The velvet whisper, so provocant, seduction in the south. Deep, 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 don't wake me up. Stay in the dark. Atmosphere is liquid, a thick and purple haze. I'm lost inside the rhythm of your slow and steady gaze. It's a velvet kind of seduction, soft and heavy touch, giving just a little while I'm taking far too much. The attraction is a magnet pulling metal through the skin. I can't tell where I end and where your shadows might begin. We're swaying in the low and the frequencies are deep. Promises of luxury are the only ones we keep. I see the way the silk falls a curtain to the floor, leaving all the world behind and locking every door. It's a calculated motion, a dance of pure intent. Every single second is a fortune that we spend. The bass is like a heartbeat in a chest made out of stone, a dark and hollow kingdom where you're sitting on the throne. In the velvet silence, the attraction starts to grow, a seductive poison that is moving very slow. Deep beneath the surface where the heavy waters flow, you're the only destination that I really wanna know. Let the bass embrace us, let the whispers be the light. In the deep seduction there's a fever in the velvet, a warmth against the cold, a story of attraction that is better left untold. Your voice is like a ghost note, a frequency so rare. I can feel the static rising in the heavy, humid air. It's the way you move your fingers, provocant and it's slow, setting off a fire in the valley down below. We're building up the tension just to watch it all collapse, caught inside the beauty of these sophisticated traps. The sub-bass is a titan, it's a giant in the room, shaking every pillar in this temple of the gloom. I am drawn into your orbit, a planet to a sun. The game of deep seduction has only just begun. No rush to find the ending, no need to see the day. We'll let the velvet attraction lead our weary souls astray. In the velvet silence, the attraction starts to grow, a seductive poison that is moving very slow. Deep beneath the surface where the heavy waters flow, you're the only destination that I really wanna know. Let the bass embrace us, let the whispers be the light. In the deep seduction of this everlasting night. In the deep seduction of this everlasting night. No rush to find the ending, no need to see the day. We'll let the velvet attraction lead our weary souls astray. A seductive poison. In the deep seduction of this everlasting night.